Ah, cool.
This is
How is everybody this morning?
good.
That's good.
It's very big.
Well, when I was thinking about this morning, and I don't know if I know you were busy doing things at the back. I think some of them were smelly things, actually.
Yeah,
Were you putting cloves and oranges back there?
maybe.
Anyway, while you were doing that, I was thinking, you might not have heard that I said that this is actually New Year's Day.
Yeah, I heard
Did you hear that?
It's weird.
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the church tends to be a bit weird at times. We like to do things a little out of sync with the rest of the world, and I think that's a good thing. Anyway, so I was trying to think, what story would I tell today? And of course, we just, Fennon just lit our first Advent candle, and we're talking about being light. And I remembered that there was a story that that Jesus told 2,000 years ago, and he told it to all his followers. And in that story, he said, "You need to be like a candle."
So it's in the 1800s, 18,000s.
Actually, in the zeros. 2,000 years ago.
Oh.
Yeah, not 200, 2,000. Right. Yeah. Anyway, he said to his followers a few times, you need to be like a candle, a light in the world. And I thought, I wonder what kind of a story I could tell you that might help to explain that. And I thought about this one. And this is a story that doesn't take place 2,000 years ago. It could have happened any time. But it's about a little girl named Jean. This is Jean.
There's a girl in my class named Jane.
Is there? And she lived in a house.
My friend lives in a house.
Yeah, most of us live in houses, don't we? So she lived in a house. But this house was on the ocean.
She does not live on the
So
ocean.
this is our ocean here. And so from her window, she could see the ocean every day and smell the ocean every day. And of course, she lived with her parents there. She wasn't alone.
Of course.
And so this particular story, sometimes there would be storms. And there would be storms where there would be huge waves and lots of rain. But every once in a while, there was one of those storms. What is it, Hudson?
He's being the storm.
He's being the storm, yeah. Every once in a while there'd be one of those storms that was so big it was scary. And this was one of those storms where the water from the ocean started to get closer and closer to the house. And it got so close, in fact, that they realized they needed to get away from there because there was a chance that their house was going to be flooded. So they got into their truck.
Can this guy have a house?
I don't think he wouldn't be able to seem to drive if he had a head. Anyway, they got into their truck and they thought they're going to head to Jean's aunt's place because she lived up in the mountains where it was a little bit safer. And as they started to drive, the road started to flood. The water was swirling around the house, and then the actual road started to flood. And what happened is the car could no longer stay on the road, and it veered off the road.
Into the ocean?
And, well, not just close. So they realized they needed to leave the car. They couldn't get any further, and they needed to get as fast as they can, get up the side of the hill, out of the water.
How did they get
The problem was, it was really, really dark. Because there was a storm, and there was heavy clouds and heavy rain and wind, and so it was black as this cloth. They couldn't see anything. And so they're kind of feeling their way up the side of this mountain, and all of a sudden, a light appeared. Way up on the top, there was this little light glowing, and they couldn't tell at first what it was coming from, but eventually as they followed the light, And they realized it was in the window of a house. And they finally arrived there, and it was no one that they knew. It was just someone who had put a light in their window in case there was someone out there that needed a place that was safe and dry. And so they were. I wonder how it would feel to be caught in a storm like that. I wonder how scary. Yeah. And I wonder how it would feel to be kind of moving in the dark and then suddenly seeing a light ahead.
Scary? Like you're blind and then somebody you can see.
Like you were blind and all of a sudden you could see. Yeah. Yeah.
Scary.
I wonder how it would feel to be that candle in the window.
Hot.
Hot? Boring? And I wonder if we were like that candle, how might we make our light shine? I wonder what kind of thing we could do that would make our light shine.
This little light of
We're gonna let it shine.
mine. Sing that song.
We're singing it next week, actually, I think. Oh, no, we're singing in January. In the second New Year. Anyway, that's the story this morning, and we're going to sing a song. We're actually going to sing this song for the next 4 weeks. It's called Hope Shines as the Solitary Star, and we're going to sing about hope this week because that's what we're talking about. So let's sing Hope Shines as the Solitary Star, and then you can head off to Children's Church. Hope shines as a solitary star.